I do want to say something about one of the things that's going on down here. I mean, partly as a warning to other people, but not to. See, I understood when I landed in California, like, oh wow, like you're doing something big down here, and like and you sort of like, if you had a big, really big like Facebook page with like political content, or making crazy videos, like you play a big role in it. All kinds of strange things happen, but it's like cool, like oh that's cool. It's like about somehow like if you're the left wing turn out to be computer programmers and they play a big role in what you're doing. But I mean, I'm just gonna come out and say it is true that people like me were like prevented from leaving town. That is, they stole our bag. These sort of game player people like took my bag, but then also like when you try to get on a train, they make it you need like 9 forms of ID. I mean, it seemed part of that, and then there was they sort of signal that you kidnap with this triplets of Belleville thing, and I understand like that's really fun and all, but I'm saying like it is literally possible that based on how rigged up the town is for this, that like I won't be able to get ID to leave town. You know, we went to the office and there was some complication, so now we're waiting longer. But I'm saying like it's still unclear what got me on the radar down here so much. Like, was it the big Facebook page, or because it does seem like that psychoanalysis cult that was in like somehow, some way, like fed a lot of information to like kind of like political stalkers, and that there was a lot of misinformation on me that I was a racist. As no one does know, one of the things that happened at psychoanalysis place is they wouldn't talk to me about my family problems. They literally like aggressively interrogated me about things like why I thought black and white people were different. That information seemed to be fed to like all your sort of this sort of thing you're doing, where I like was perceived to be a racist. And I played it in, and I made my videos and everything, but the truth is, the silence on it, one of the things that the silence on, of course, is it's designed in a way where it's very hard to get out of town. And the thing is, it's not really safe to be in a place where this is going on. I don't really understand the role I play in it, or like what exactly role I play in it, but the silence on it, like if I were to say to someone, like, yeah, I may not be let out of town, they'd say, like, what are you talking about? That's the whole way they do it. These rehab at walls people who are like fully aware of the social media thing and see the videos like and stuff and do games on me. I'm saying like at some point, like I really hope that I'm able to get an ID at some point, just so I could leave town if I want to. But you know the question, like, why do you want to leave town, or like everyone's pretending they don't know there's big things going on in here. Someone who has a high profile on this social media thing doesn't appear to be safe. Almost everywhere we go, there's some kind of thing that like looks like it's intentional, manufactured coincidences. Like, okay, I understand. I had a gigantic Facebook page of political content. It was, and I make crazy videos, so I got in it. But the thing is, like, there has to be a time when I can leave it. Like, I was kind of banged up to begin with, and I'm saying like. I would like it if ultimately I'm let out of town. But when people keep saying to me, like, you know, these people who clearly know what you did down here, like, why would you go, like, why would you leave or anything? There is no positive signals that come in. I don't get a clear picture of what my services I'm providing. They did something to the YouTube thing where it does seem like no one sees the videos. You know, you do live in kind of two worlds. Like one where you like apparently are playing a big role in a social media thing that even like psychiatrists know about, and that you're really like in something really doing for history or whatever. But I've played in it for 2 years. I mean, but it is literally possible that this like the complications to get an ID will just go on for a long time. I just want to say that like I had fun playing in this thing, but I mean, it it is getting very frightening. Like every single thing that happens appears to be some kind of game or like a psychological game or something. And the thing is, it's nonstop. But I don't get any positive feedback. Like I don't necessarily know what role I'm playing in it or whatever. But I mean, I gotta just say, like, at some point, like, you do have to let the people that are in it kind of out of town. I mean, but you must be doing something for history because of the scope of it and the amount of info you have on the people doing it. But everyone's pretending they don't know what's going on. I can't really live in a place where I'm in two worlds. You know, like where there's one reality where I'm just like in a hotel for some reason that my family's paying for, and like everything that happens around me appears to be like a game or something. I mean, I think you have to have some mercy on the fact that I tried to be of service as best I could, but I mean, it is getting very frightening, but it's also getting like kind of like I don't really know where we're going with this. I have no actual idea like what service I'm providing. in your thing. It must be fun from your end, but I mean, like, I really hope that I can get some identification just so I had the possibility of leaving town. But I'm telling you, this thing that's posing as a rehab, but it's part of your thing. This guy they sent around who used to back me into the wall and everything, and they said, we got to get blue shoelaces. I know more about this game. He like at one point invited me into in the hotel room. He was like, hey, like, Steven, come sit with me in the bed. I ain't really like feel comfortable with that. But then I said, listen, man, like, I don't know what this social media thing is. If people just keep playing games on me, and like, he had done it too. Him and this girl like did a kind of weird like stalking thing on me. And he looked dead in my eyes and he said, like, Steven, you see, I think everybody plays a game. The question is, are you gonna be around people who care about you? But everyone plays a game. I mean, that's a sick motherfucker. I mean, they're not doing this in the deep south. I don't know if they're doing this anywhere else but California. But I mean, there's a lot of sick motherfuckers involved in this. And I'm saying I really do hope I can get some identification.